Disclaimer, I am not now, nor have I ever been, any type of doctor. I just want to bring awareness to mental health and illness through illustration. This week we're talking about highly sensitive people. I was a bit hesitant to put this in my mental health series because unlike the rest of my Monday videos, highly sensitivity is not an actual mental illness or disorder, but instead it is a personality trait, much like being an introvert or extrovert. But I decided to do it anyways. The scientific term for HSPs is sensory processing sensitivity, or SPS. People who are highly sensitive do not learn to be this way. They are born this way. As children, they might be described by teachers as shy or inhibited. As adults, they might be described as introverts. It is important to note that not all sensitive people are shy or introverts. There is a higher number of introverted HSPs, but they are not mutually exclusive. Highly sensitive people have a low threshold for stimulation. They need alone time, are sensitive to light, sound, and smell, and have an aversion to large groups. It also takes highly sensitive people longer to wind down after a busy day, since their ability to transition from high stimulation to being quiet is slower. Some traits of the highly sensitive person are deeply moved by the arts and music, easily overwhelmed, difficulty performing a task when being observed, easily startled, is sensitive to pain, caffeine, and hunger, is attuned to inner bodily sensations, readily notices sensory changes, and has a rich and complex inner life. Inner life refers to aspects of yourself that are not directly observable by others, such as thoughts, feelings, will, spirit, and sub and unconscious. Because there is a lot of overlap between being an HSP and an empath, many times they are often confused for one another, and there is a reason for that. HSPs exist on the same spectrum as empaths. If empathy is at the end of one spectrum and narcissism is at the beginning of the spectrum, HSP would fall somewhere near the middle end of the spectrum, closer to the empath side. HSPs have a higher risk of depression and other mental illnesses. They are also at a higher risk of burnout because they get easily overwhelmed. HSPs do best in nurturing environments and are most likely to be artists, musicians, teachers, counselors, and health practitioners, though they are not limited to only these. They are also likely to be popular because they are so in tune with the needs of others. Because HSPs become easily overwhelmed, they need daily downtime. They shouldn't be ashamed of who they are, nor compare themselves to others who might not need this daily downtime or are not so easily overstimulated. Highly sensitive children, when raised with an awareness of their overactive nervous system, will thrive and get ahead socially because they have such a great empathy and kindness. However, if they're constantly told off for crying or told to grow up because a parent may not understand their HSP, they may think something is wrong with them and become depressed, anxious, or overly sensitive to criticism as they get older. Highly sensitive people do not need to be cured. Highly sensitive people are more reactive psychologically. This means that their body systems are more reactive to stress. They can be more susceptible to health problems related to chronic stress. Chronic stress occurs when someone doesn't feel in control of their environment, and this feeling lasts across many types of situations and over an extended period of time. Chronic stress results in an immune system that is always in attack mode. A chronically stressed immune system releases a hormone called cortisol. Cortisol is related to memory problems. Highly sensitive people have to work out ways in order to not be chronically stressed. That is to say that they need to develop coping mechanisms and to realize what situations are healthy and what situations to avoid, and to practice good self-care.